Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Halloween spooky edition of Is It Any Good? Yeah, that didn't quite work. This is Poltergeist, a pixelated horror, and I thought I'd cover a sort of Halloween themed or spooky themed sort of game, just to kind of get in the spirit of this Halloween season, I suppose. So, this game is basically you are a guy who moved into this wonderful mansion that you can see behind you. Or behind the menu, rather, not behind you. If it was behind you, that would be a little bit strange. But behind the menu, he moves into this mansion and a bunch of unfortunate things happen. Now, it's a game made by Glitchy Pixel. I just want to point out their name at the top of the menu down there. And, yeah, so the story is, he passed away in this house, and under very miserable and probably suspicious circumstances, and became a ghost. And now he spends his time chasing people out of his house, because he's that sort of guy. And you play as this guy, it's wonderful. So, in the options menu, there's not much to see here, actually, because it is not exactly a high-fidelity game. It's not going to tax your machine all too much. It is made in Unity, and it has this sort of pixel art style to it, but rendered in 3D, with the characters themselves being 2D. Yeah, so we're going to go straight into it. We don't actually need a tutorial, because I find that the levels themselves serve as a pretty good tutorial anyway. It's quite easy to figure out. And in fact, it does look a lot like a mobile game in the way that everything is set out. And this would actually be something I would probably play on a mobile platform. So anyway, this is what the level looks like. We can move it around. We can't rotate it. It is kind of fixed perspective, if I remember right. Okay, so the objective of the game is to scare people out of the house. These little circles above their heads are their sort of psychological meter, or their fear meter, if you will. And it starts off at varying levels. In this case, they're already pretty scared for whatever reason. So, we've got a bunch of tools here at our disposal. And to start us off, we've got the very basic of things, which is just to sort of flip an object. So, to borrow a meme from the annals of the internet, I'm going to flip a table. And it seems to have worked. I mean, most people do run out screaming from the room when you flip tables. And why not just do the grandfather clock? Now, he is actually not a malicious or malevolent ghost. He is cleverly avoided hitting the man with the clock. He just wanted to scare him, so he didn't actually hurt him. It's quite the gentle ghost, if you will. And that's one level completed. Now, it does ramp up the difficulty quite quickly, so you can see here we've already had a new character introduced, and that's actually the dog. Now, the dog has more more courage, if you will, but he also has better hearing than the rest. Now, you got to remember, some of these things work by sight and some work by sound. Some are a combination of both. In this case, we have sound, and humans themselves are only affected by what they see in the room, from what I can tell. But the dog can hear things outside of it. So if I was to click in this room, I can actually attract the dog over to that room. But that lady will not leave the room if I was to do the other way round. She won't go and investigate it. No, sir, she won't. So, let's just flip that bookcase. And we've scared the dog a little. Well, that woman's gone running from the house. She's not having any of that. And let's attract the dog over to the bathroom. It's quite a big bathroom, actually, with double doors. Amazing. Where this man is. And let's flip the toilet. That's not a real toilet. It's not actually connected to anything. Anyway, so now let's just flip the sink over there, and the dog runs screaming from the house. And that's the level cleared. So you can see there's a sort of progression to it, and it is actually very self-explanatory. After a few goes at it, you can pretty much figure out what's going on, really. Okay, so in this case, we have a dog that has two bubbles. I still don't know what to call them at this stage. And we've got two people who are just minding their own business. And we've got a new skill. we can take this cupboard and we can fling it across into this room. Now, in this universe, of course, rooms don't have ceilings or roofs, and people can just pass objects over the walls. Just like that. Even ghosts. Maybe that's how it happened, who knows. But yes, so we can do that, and now we've startled them somewhat, and we can actually just start doing all sorts of things. First, let's get rid of this dog. There goes the dog. And now we've got 2 left. So, flipping the bookcase has got them out of the seats. And now we actually have more objects to flip. There you go, it's fairly simple, really. But yeah, that's it. That's, Poltergeist, a pixelated horror, a game by Glitchy Pixel. And it's now available on Steam for $7.99 or your regional equivalent. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.